Hey y'all, so I snuck out of my house to film this video. Snuck out because I'm back at my home with my parents and my sister. A decision that I did not expect to make. But after my sister and I got in the argument 2 days ago, I was in my room all day the next day, kind of just like crying and honestly just trying to avoid her and just avoid any tension and just, 'cause she was leaving the next day and, I just didn't want to continue talking to her. Like we still pretty much haven't talked like one-on-one since. Um and okay, now the door's closed. What? Oh, there's my dad. How do you close the door quietly? Okay. Now the fucking door is closed. I think it still says open. What the fuck? I don't fucking know, y'all. Alright, anyways, what do I even need to say? I feel trapped. I'm like, I don't know why the fuck I came back here. And yeah, I just feel like, my dad came in and he was like, hey, like, you want to come home with us? He was like, this is what I prayed for. I just feel like, god damn, like it's like I'm choosing between myself and my family. And I always would think about like toxic relationships and be like, damn, like why doesn't that person just leave? And now I'm in it. And I feel trapped. I can leave, but it's like I don't know. My family thinks I'm like giving up on them, and in a way I am, but just for the short term at least until I get my shit together so that I can like feel confident in the world and not be so fucking depressed all the time and have my PTSD triggers around them. So I don't really know what to think. I'm also just concerned because this door is like kind of cracked, so I'm just gonna kind of speak at this low volume. But yeah, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I made the video about how I'm leaving my family, and that was literally the plan like yesterday or 2 days ago. But ever since that argument and telling my sister like I'm going to a private location, and probably just shouldn't have said anything. Oh my god, y'all. So I think he's coming back now. So yeah, I don't know. He closed the garage, so I guess he never saw me over here. So that's good. I'll have to ring the doorbell to get back in though. But okay, now I can feel a little bit more free. Y'all, I swear, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm just gonna ask like to leave tomorrow and be like, because like I want to keep making my music and I want to keep making these YouTube videos, and I want to feel free. Another interesting update is that it's kind of warm in here. Another interesting update is that I had a conversation with my counseling and psychological services case manager yesterday, and I guess the car just kind of shut off. No, they just got this new car and I don't know how it works. And she was basically saying like, well, like, I'm sure people have reversed their decision to leave law school, to withdraw. You only did it 2 weeks ago. So she was like, there have got to be, like some accommodations, whether it's like a lighter course load or, if you want to start in the winter or something. Okay, now the garage door's opening again. what's going on. But yeah, she mentioned like a lighter course load starting in the winter. So I mean, there are these other options where I'm like, damn, because part of me still feels like law school is a good thing to do, honestly, just for the power I can get from it, not from like, and the thing is weird because it's like I already kind of gave up on the system, because it's like, you know, we're not going to save ourselves with the law, but I guess like the minimum you can do is to like hold yourself out of the water, right? So that's what I think it's useful for. I still don't like how it operates in terms of like how it's all about minutia and details and all these other things based on like, you know, white supremacy and old British rule. But maybe he just opened the door because, yeah, I guess he just opened the garage because my sister said that I'm out here. So, fuck, yo. I don't know. I feel like I've outgrown this place. I feel like, okay, let's make sure. I feel like I've outgrown this place. I feel like I'm just looking for somebody to lean on, and there's nobody in the world that I can relate to. I'm getting so anxious. Like, I really don't want them to know I'm doing anything out here, filming or whatever. Like, of course I wouldn't even tell them that I have a YouTube channel, but definitely not like see me filming and then get curious. But I told my sister, like, when she was helping me plan out my life, the night we got in an argument, that like I had a channel with like almost 400 views or something. And so she probably knows at least maybe a little bit. I don't know. My sister's kind of weird, y'all. Like, it's like she's smart, but then she's not smart. You know, it's like the type of smart, like, because we were both in like smart schools, or a smart school, because we went to the same one, grad school. But it's like the kids that are there, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know, they're like book smart, I guess. They're not like innovative or like critical thinkers. You know, it's like she's really good at like helping me plan out my life in terms of like these packets that, you know, they gave her at the business school, and these like frameworks, and, you know, reading through all of those things. And I'm like, okay, these are cool. And she's like into AI. That's like another side note. I'm just like, I hate that she's into AI. Like, I can't even, I mean, I do use it sometimes, but I just can't. It just hurts for me. I was crying literally last night because I was like, AI is literally killing off people. It's taking water from people that need it. It's not a neutral tool at all. And then I keep getting emails about how AI is being used in law. People getting sanctioned for like citing fake cases with AI. I'm just like, damn. I want to like try to close this door. Sorry, I just ate these spicy seaweed. Not seaweed. What are they called? You know, the things around sushi. Yeah. Okay, y'all. So, but yeah, what I was saying is like these smart people things. Like, I don't know if she notices like the critical thinking or minutia, where I would say channel, and she would know like I'm talking about a YouTube channel. I just feel like she's out of it sometimes. I just feel like the whole world is out of it sometimes. Like, I don't know what to say. What the fuck? Why is this door? Okay. I'm gonna keep trying to close this door. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Okay, now I think it's close. Fucking hell, bro. Okay. What else? Yeah, I guess that's what I want to say. I always say that, and then I keep going on for like 10 minutes. I feel trapped. I feel like I'm choosing between me and my family. I feel like my family will never understand how I feel. I feel like, I just want a couple years, maybe just a few years, like just think I'm going off to war or something where, I don't have to speak with them. Do my own thing, kind of learn on my own. And then, come back. Once I got my own money, my own life, my own thoughts together, because I can't keep living like with them and my co-pilot, like them as my co-pilots. Like they're not my co-pilots. My sister, my parents, my extended family, like I feel like I'm trying to do something so big that breaks out of like the family norms of like, everybody in my immediate family is like successful in like general terms, like they have a house and cars and kids and, but it's that second level. It's that critical thinking. It's that thinking outside the box, being innovative. It's the way that, I was just watching this video about how, like, you shouldn't tell anybody about your YouTube channel, because your family's not going to be your audience. But she was also just like, your insecurities become like projected, with them because, you already have self-doubts and then they have self-doubts that they put on you. So it's like, I already have enough fucking pressure on myself and self-doubt. I don't need somebody else to tell me, oh, this is not going to work. Or like, not even this is not going to work. Like, that's usually not even what it is. It's usually just more sly. It's like, are you sure you wanted to do that? Like, have you thought about doing it this way? And then I just get so caught up and I'm just like, the analogy that I made, I think I made it with my sister. No, I think I was thinking about telling her, but the analogy I make is like, as a creative, as a, YouTuber, so somebody who just wants to speak for a living and make music, make films, make businesses, not in this traditional sense, but like make communities, self-sustainable communities, make schools where people actually learn how to survive in this world and learn where we actually came from. Okay, I guess the door just locked it, so I don't know what the fuck this car is doing. I want to do all these things, and it's like that quote, like when you tell big dreams to small-minded people, it's like they're just like, it's like another good analogy is like when you're saying like you're trying to do something big for the first time, where it's like, oh, like I'm trying to fly to the moon or something, right? And saying like we haven't done it before, we don't have the technology. You're like, hey, I want to fly to the moon. So first they have their self-doubts or whatever. And they're like, oh, we don't think you can do this. And then you're already doubting yourself. And then they're like, okay, well maybe you can. So like, but like make sure you have a plan. Like this is what you need to do. You need to plan it out step by step. And you're just like, they're telling me like the old ways of doing things. Like they're citing books from like 1980s. It's like, they're using frameworks, like old frameworks, like in order to go from what the devil Peter Thiel calls 0 to 1, you have to, like the beginning of the book, that's really the only part I fucking read, was like, the next Mark Zuckerberg won't build a social media platform. In order to do something big, you're not going to do it the same way, right? And there's this like inner knowing. I have this inner voice that I can't translate into words, into speech, where it's like, oh, this is how the equation makes sense, right? There's a certain bit of serendipity, certain bit of luck, certain bit of just personality, like here I'm just showing up every day for YouTube, right? And like I maybe might not have done this as much if like I had my family around me saying like, commenting on every fucking video about what I should and shouldn't do. Now, I don't give a fuck if like other people say that shit, because it's like, at least the other people will be like, I'm not obligated to be their friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take it or leave it. But with family, it's like, immediate family at least, it's like you're expected for some reason to like take all their bullshit and like not run away, right? So just keep eyeing, you know, motherfuckers be, I don't know, but yeah, they're using old metrics to like trying to get me to the moon, and I'm like, y'all, like, trust me, like, I got this new chemical mix I'm working on, and it's gonna project me straight to the moon, and it's this new type of math. You know, it's not the same math that y'all used before, you know. And then they'll just be like, no, this is how you gotta do it. And I'm just like, nah, dog. So I won't make this video too long. It's already at 16 minutes, but sorry for making half the video me looking in fucking anxiety for my family, or really for my dad and my sister. My mom is out of town, and she gets back tomorrow, so that'll be interesting if I don't leave by tomorrow. But my dad said he's not working tomorrow, so maybe we'll do some more stuff tomorrow. We're gonna go for a walk in the park after we drop my sister off at the train station so she can go back home. Oh God, yo. I'm just like, I had a plan to get out. I had the money saved. I was ready to leave. I think I heard the door. I was ready to leave, and I fucking folded. Hold on, my sister's calling me. Okay, my sister just called me, and she was like, oh, where are you? We're gonna leave in 20 minutes. I was like, I'm in the car outside. She was like, which car? The car that we took back home. She was like, oh, you're just sitting in there? Like, yeah. You don't want to walk around or anything? No. Oh, okay. Well, just wanted to say. I'm like, okay. And then my dad comes out here, opens the trunk. I think he put something back there. It was good timing, I guess, though, because I just opened the door and was like, oh, my sister, we're leaving in 20 minutes or whatever. We're leaving. She was like, yeah, okay, cool. I guess she was like, she just didn't know where I was. Anyways, as I navigate the situation, please pray for me. It's like I'm so close to breaking free, but it's like they keep tugging and pulling and acting like I owe them something when I don't owe them anything. They're just like, and my sister's like, oh, I'm playing the game. I have to choose between you and my parents. Bitch, choose them. Please, leave me alone. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. She's like, oh, she cares about me. First, I could never notice by the way that you treated me. She's like, oh, we did stuff to each other as kids. Well, shit, leave me. I really don't care. I'm like, I don't know. I've gotten just to a point where I just don't give a fuck anymore. We're all gonna die. My parents are gonna die. She's gonna die. Like, I can't be out here like living like half of a life. There's so much beauty to this world. There's so much opportunity. I'm just sad here. You know, I enjoy making YouTube videos and connecting with y'all, and I enjoy, oh, they're coming out now.